Hey, what's up? It's DeHuff. It's another episode of DeHuff Uncensored. Thanks so much for popping on. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening. I'm also on YouTube, so if you want to watch this, just go to YouTube and search DeHuff Uncensored. And again, hit that subscribe button. Today's podcast is presented to you by Superbook Sports, as well as Blake Street Tavern and Total Beverage in Westminster and Thornton. Some crazy headlines that I want to get to today. One that's really gross, and we're going to kick off with that. So let's get into some headlines. All right. This one, there's some weird taste buds out there. We can all agree on that, right? There's some weird shit. Weird shit. I like Braunschweiger, which is just like ground up liver, right? It's delicious. Put it on toast, add some mustard. Oh, fucking amazing. My wife hates it. My son and I love it. Love it. But anyway, check this shit out. French sickle. What is that? Well, you know the French's condiment makers. They make mustard as well as ketchup and shit like that. Well, and guess what they have? They have ketchup flavored popsicles. Right. Yeah. Just in time for summer. Who the fuck is going to eat that? Oh my God. Could you imagine if you're at a park and you have your little kids? You know, little kids, they're fucking messy. They're disgusting. Although I get shit in my beard all the time. Not literal shit, but just like food shit in my beard all the time. I'm very disappointing to my wife when she looks at me a lot of times when I eat. But anyway, imagine a child eating these, but you had no idea because, maybe you're the uncle who's an asshole who decides, it'd be funny if I get these Frenchy popsicles or ketchup sickles, whatever the fuck you want to call them, and he gives them to your kids. You have no idea. They're off playing with the puppy. Yeah, that's what's happening. Next thing you know, the kid comes back and he has just like red stuff all over his face, and it's all originating from his mouth. And you as the parent are like, dude, that's what the fuck did he do? What did you do? Where's the puppy, Tommy? What did you do, Tommy? Where's the puppy? You sick son of a bitch. Then the uncle's like, it's ketchup. It's ketchup, Carol. Fuck, Carol. You always blow shit out of proportions. Ever since you were a child, Carol. But that's disgusting. Who's going to eat a popsicle made out of ketchup? I'm sure some of you out there would be like, oh, that's delicious. No, you're sick. There's something wrong with you. That's probably why. Oh, I would try it, but it's one of those things where you would try it and be like, I tried it. Now it's going in the trash can. Because what the fuck? Where's the puppy? Honey, where's the puppy? Tommy, Mommy will take care of everything. Where'd you put the rest of the puppy? Huh? Mom, what? I know you ate the puppy. Just tell me where the rest of it is. You sick son of a bitch! That got weird fast. An Austrian man, this is okay. This is just what do you expect category? Huh? The oh no shit category. An Austrian man gets a extreme super-gonorrhea after having unprotected sex with a prostitute in Cambodia. What? How shocking. What do you expect? What do you expect? First of all, we've talked about this before. Sex work is real work. And if it was officially legalized clear across the board, you'd have cleaner workers. It'd be a cleaner environment for the sex workers as well as the clients, okay? Then you don't have super gonorrhea, right? Everybody's wearing protection, it's mandatory, and you don't get some guy, an Austrian guy, getting a case of super gonorrhea, which apparently gonorrhea has been really fighting back against antibiotics since like 1930, early 1930s, stuff like that. So like it's getting worse and worse. And here's the thing. If you're going to have sex with a prostitute, and again, I don't judge, not really. But here's the thing. Put a condom on. It's not that fucking hard. Not like they're expensive. Listen, you're paying for a prostitute. Pay for a condom. Man, don't act like like, oh shit, what the fuck? Oh, how I didn't see this coming. Really? Really, you didn't see this coming? Come on, man. If there is a bottle of like acid on the table and you stick your dick in there and it burns your dick off, should you go, whoa, did not see that coming? It's the same fucking thing. When you stick your unprotected dick in a Cambodian prostitute, guess what? Really kind of playing Russian roulette with your dick, okay? Right? Right? Yes, I'm right. I'm sorry if that offends anybody, but let's be honest here. We're in the honest tree right now. The Huff Uncensored podcast. That's what we do here. We're honest, right? If you have unprotected sex with a prostitute, shit like this is going to happen. And it's just going to spread even worse. So thankfully, the guy got tested and like it was really resistant to the drugs that they were trying to give them. And it took forever for them to get rid of it. They thought they got rid of it. And then they did like a PCR test and they're like, no, that shit's still there. There's no symptoms right now, but you still got it. So thankfully, he didn't go start dipping his dong in other places and start spreading this super-gonorrhea. Man, and how many other people have this? Because this can really fuck you up. Oh, my God. I didn't think we'd talk that much about gonorrhea, but here we are. I'll tell you a quick side note about gonorrhea. So, something I never thought I would say. And I may have shared the story before, but when I worked at Subway, there was this girl. I was a shift kind of lead. I wasn't really a manager, but I was the eldest employee other than the manager. And there was this girl she was a sweet girl. She had turned like 16 or 17, and she just went wild because her parents were really suppressing her and like didn't let her do anything. So once she got this ability to have some sort of freedom, she just went nuts. When I say nuts, she was gobbling nuts. That's what she was doing. She was fucking everybody and anybody that she could get her hands on. Right? Not me, because I was like, I don't want to go to jail. Plus, I'm married. Fuck. Disgusting. But she was like banging everybody. And it was one of those things where me being the older person in the room, I was just like, okay, she is spinning out of control. And finally, I told her, I was just like, listen, do you know the consequences? Because she was taught at home. So she had no idea about sex education. So me at Subway, I pulled her aside and I was just like, let's talk about gonorrhea. Let's talk about syphilis. And I went through all these STDs with her. And I think I printed some stuff out for her with pictures. Probably frowned upon in this day and age. Either I did or she went home and did it herself and did some more research. But either way, I was explaining to her what happens and what are the long-term effects of like, syphilis and all this other stuff and what ends up happening. And she's just like, it like totally shook her to the core, to the point where I want to say like 5 or 10 years later, she found out that I was on the radio in Denver and she got my email address and sent me this long email saying thank you because her parents hadn't told her about this stuff. Nobody had told her about this stuff. And she was spiraling out of control. And like I said, she was just gobbling cock everywhere. Hopefully she doesn't listen to this podcast because she's like, I didn't gobble that much cock. But anyway, my wife listens to these podcasts every now and then, and she's going to be like, what the fuck? Oh my God, I can't believe I married you. But anyway, so like, that's one of those things where I'd like, listen, this is how I get sidetracked. Talking about a guy, an Austrian man getting super gonorrhea leads me down a story about me working at Subway, being essentially a guidance counselor to somebody that was losing control because she had bad parents. Let's be honest. That's what it turns out to be. And then I had to come in and be like, listen, if you keep doing this, you're going to catch something and you could potentially die. And how stupid is that? And then I believe she's married, she has children, and they're all resistant to super-gonorrhea. I don't know that. I just made that last part up. But anyway, I, I hope you guys are laughing today. I hope you're having a good day. It's okay to laugh, especially when it comes to super-gonorrhea. Man, could you imagine if I wouldn't have said something to her and she just ends up like she's a walking, talking petri dish. Ooh, poor girl. But I'm glad she listened, and I'm glad that I actually said something to her. This goes under the category of dumbass criminals, and this might be an ongoing thing. So if you ever see a dumbass criminal story, let me know to huffuncensored@gmail.com. Nearly 200 people broke into an $8 million Florida home and threw a party. And then to make them even dumber, they posted videos about it on Snapchat and Instagram. Now, police are tracking down the people that are involved in the videos because dumbasses are like, let's just take videos and post it on Snapchat. Guess what? They can get subpoenas and they can find out, one, who the poster is officially, and they can find out all the individuals in the videos. Dumb fucks. Come on. And then kind of adding on to that, I found this other one. It was kind of an update. This guy had been causing problems, and via YouTube, he was speeding and driving reckless, but he was posting his videos to YouTube, and they finally caught the guy, and he's been arrested and jailed. I mean, this guy had been doing it for years, posting these dumbass videos of him just being an asshole on the roadway, and they finally got him, and they were able to throw him in jail. You guys, first of all, don't do dumb shit. And if you do dumb shit, don't fucking incriminate yourself by posting it on Instagram or any sort of social media. Fucking idiots. Just don't do anything wrong. How about that? How about you just don't break into people's homes and throw a fucking party? These poor people that their homes, they had left their house, and in less than 24 hours, the cops were being called to the party, and they shut down the party and all this shit. Wait, did they catch? I don't know. Either way, within 24 hours, their home was broken into. Whatever. I think I screwed that last part up, but you know what I'm saying. Within 24 hours of leaving their home, the house was broken into and a party was going on. What the fuck? And some people are like, well, what does it matter that it's an $8 million home? Well, the reason is there's more shit that was damaged and more shit that was stolen from this house versus like if it was my house, to be like, oh, this little shack was broken into and people threw a party there. Oh my God, people are dumb. Don't do dumb shit. Don't break into people's homes and do that. Don't speed and drive like an asshole just to get clicks on your fucking videos. Oh my God, I hate people. Hate them. Not you, the other people. Those people are dumb. We got some more headlines coming your way, but first, summer is here, and there's no better time to make your first bet with Superbook Sports. Listen up. Listen up. Along with its usual vast betting menu, Superbook already has a lineup for every pro football game this fall. Plus, when you make your first deposit on the Superbook app or sign up at superbook.com, they're going to match 100% of your money up to $500. So if you put down, say, $300, they're going to make it $600 for you. They're like, you know what? We got you. We're just going to double it. I mean, how fucking cool is that? Or if, let's say you got big money and you're like, let's do 500. They're going to make it 1,000 for you. That's awesome. It's never too early to start thinking about football at Superbook Sports. So place your bet and start winning today. Visit superbook.com for terms and conditions. If you got a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Now, this email came in, or this story was brought to my attention by Jared, one of our faithful listeners. He gave me some other stories previously, too. So keep them coming if you're, well, one, Jared, Or two, any of you guys out there, you see a cool story you want me to address in some fashion, dehuffuncensored@gmail.com. And I'm probably going to mispronounce this lady's name, but I don't really care. Maravone Moraz, 37. She's in Brazil. Uh, I'm going to read from this article. Complained to her mother about being single and stressed out about not having a dance partner. In an attempt to cheer up her daughter, the mother made her a rag doll named Marcelo, according to the Jam Press, whatever the Jam Press is. This is what she said. When my mom made Marcelo and first introduced him to me, I fell in love with him. It was love at first sight. It was because I didn't have a foro dancer, whatever that is, and I'm not going to research what it is. Okay, if you want to, go ahead. I would go to these dances, but wouldn't always find a partner. Then he entered into my life, and it all made sense. Now they're having a baby. They had a baby. Meaning the mom made a fucking baby out of materials like cotton and, cloth and other shit. Buttons. Come on. Okay. At first, when we started hearing these stories, I was just like trying to be like, oh, they're not hurting anybody. And listen, they're not. She's not. She's not hurting anybody. But it's getting a little out of hand, don't you think? Like, come on. They had a wedding. They had a fucking wedding. Are you serious? Come on. Still would like to be invited to one of those because this would be fucking hilarious. I'd be like, and there was like these pictures of this lady with her husband, quote unquote husband, and they're like all snuggled up and she's like kind of like grinding on him and like that. And this is how my stupid brain works. I'm looking at him like he's got no dick. Like he is just like a pillow. He's a pillow with eyes and arms and legs. There ain't no junk in that front trunk, whatever you want to call it. Come on. It's getting a little silly now. And do you think I'm sure a lot of people will be upset with me for saying this, but do you think one day she's going to wake up and go, "Oh fuck, what am I doing? I'm grinding on a pillow and I'm married to this pillow that has a face." It's fucking weird. I don't get it. Again, there's a lot of things in this world I don't understand. This one, I really don't fucking understand it. I don't get it. I guess she's happy. And again, she's not hurting anybody. But fuck, man. How does that work? You go over to her house because she's having a party. You forget that she's married, or you just don't could you imagine being her coworker? And then you go to, hey, we're having a housewarming party. Come on over. My husband's going to be there. It's going to be a great time. And you're like, okay, that's great. It's great. You show up, ding dong. Hey, come on in. The party's just getting started. We got some little wieners over here. I got a vegetable plate over there. And we got some whiskey and some wine as well. And this is my husband, Marcelo. What? That's Marcelo. Say hi. He says hi. Carol, this is Marcelo. It's a fucking doll. It's a doll. But I will take those little wieners. Those look delicious. Do you have any mustard? Maybe some ketchup popsicles? Oh, God. Oh, hold on. You guys, can you keep it down? The baby's asleep. It's not real. It's not real. Don't tell me to shush. The baby's not real. Oh, my God. Let's move on from that one, because that one, I still think that would be the most just blindsided possibility you could walk into, because like you wouldn't be expecting that. Be like, I can't wait to meet her husband. He seems like a good guy. She talks about him all the time. Then you go in there and it's like he's a doll. I gotta tell you something that was weird, and I had just watched Doctor Strange whatever, the multiverse, whatever one. The Doctor Strange 2. Good movie. I liked it. We went and saw it in the theaters. It was a good movie. But like a day or two later, I had a weird dream. And this is what I tweeted it out because I woke up at like 1:30 in the morning and I'm like, I got to tweet this out because it's just so weird and random. I just had a dream. Tom Cruise fired me from a movie he was in, which is weird because I'm not an actor. So I guess the joke is on him. Side note, after he fired me, Tom was taunting me and said, Scott shits his pants. While I was being fired, he said that. Very unprofessional, Tom. So what does that mean? But it was just funny because I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? And then I had some of you guys react. Dom wrote, Tom wants to shit your pants. Like, oh. Raymond wrote, I had a dream Cameron Diaz seduced me and then immediately told my wife after she lost a fan forever that day. I think that's funny. Do you ever have a dream where like your spouse or significant other is cheating on you and then you wake up and you're looking at them and you're like, that fucking bitch or that asshole? Because it's just so real. My wife has done that to me and I'm like, I didn't do anything. I swear to God. So I thought that was funny. But to kind of tie it back to the Doctor Strange thing is in the multiverse, and I'm not spoiling anything, is like when you have a dream in their theory is that it's a reality in another dimension. So that's why, if you remember dreams, that it's just you witnessing or kind of interacting in another dimension. So in another dimension, apparently, Tom Cruise and I worked together, and then he fired me. And as he was firing me, he started taunting me, saying, Scott shits his pants. So I either shit my pants in another dimension, or he's just a dick, and it was just like, Scott shits his pants. Like, I bet he shits his pants. I bet he does too. Something dumb like that. So, okay, apparently, that's what happens in another dimension. Apparently, in another dimension, I'm on the level where I can act right alongside Tom Cruise up until I shit my pants, and then he's just like, I can't work with a guy that shits his pants. So anyway, that's my life. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Again, if you have an article, a news story, or just a weird story you want to share, maybe something that's happened to you or happened to your family, please share it with me, thehuffuncensored@gmail.com. You can stay anonymous if it's something that's personal to you, and that's fine. Just let me know, and then we can share it on the podcast and react to it. It doesn't have to be a funny story. It could be a scary story, just a creepy story. That's fine, too. I'm more than happy to get into that. That's also fine. So again, thehuffuncensored@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much for listening. I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Share it with your friends if you're able. And then if you can, give it a nice review or rating wherever you're listening. Thanks so much to Superbook Sports. Truly appreciate them. Go to superbook.com and start winning today with Superbook. Blake Street Tavern, you guys are amazing. Go check them out at 23rd and Blake in downtown Denver. Also, Total Beverage. Man, I'm about to go there. We're having a get-together here in about a week, and Total Beverage is on my list of where I need to go get all the beer, wine, and spirits. And just go to totalbev.com and see what I'm talking about. It's the Huff Uncensored. Let's keep moving forward. I'll talk to you next time.